Hello and welcome back to the second official episode of the AlphaWolves podcast. I'm your host, Ruka.
I'm your other host, S. Dot.
And I want to apologize in advance before we get into this for Scott last week. This was Scott last week, right? Like,
fam,
and
I wasn't like that.
He told me yesterday it was because he had to piss the whole time.
I did have to piss.
Now, we knew we were going to do the podcast for, how many days is it? 7 days?
7 days.
And yet you didn't piss.
I did piss. I just had to piss again.
Why do you have to piss so much?
Because you got me overdosing on mocha lattes and Red Bull. It's your fault.
You might want to get shit. You might have cancer, dude.
I'm a trooper. I held that shit in like a G and didn't complain about it.
To kick it off, we just want to let you guys know we switched up the color in the back to... What color did we switch it to? Scott doesn't know. He's read the cue. He's read the cue right here. He still has no idea what it is. What color did we switch it to? Yeah, why did we switch it, and what the color is?
We switched it to Pantone because our interior decorator here said, "What is it? The color of the year?"
It's the color of the year. Yep. Even though you can read it clear as day, I want to make them seem like you're actually engaged. Why did we do that though? And what is Pantone, Scott? Tell me about this.
You know, Fashion Week is more your thing than mine. You know.
Yeah. Says the dude who's got fucking ripped jeans like he's a goddamn Ultimate Warrior, dude. You fucking wrestling? What's going on?
Why is it Pantone?
Dude,
I think the ladies would like to know.
What the fuck are you wearing? How am I just noticing right now you're wearing a skateboard shirt, dude?
You don't even skateboard. My whole listen, we got skateboards every Christmas.
No,
we just didn't. We just like
never had wheels on those motherfuckers
and like rolled
dude.
down the hill. We never like tried to.
I can't believe I'm just noticing this now. This is how like I was worried about
my whole life.
I want to
anyway.
Hey, how do you do an ollie?
I've done one.
No. How do you do it?
One.
How do you do it? You should be able to easily explain it. It's the basis of every trick.
Okay, let me break this down. You know what I mean? Because I'm
here you go.
I'm culturally well-rounded.
Show the listeners how you would ollie. Now you tell them where your tail and your nose is.
This would be the tail. This would be the nose. It would be wheels underneath the board.
How many wheels would there be, Scott? Now, if you say 8, I'm going to punch you in the throat.
4?
You motherfucker, dude. I don't know if you're serious or not, but there is 4.
Okay. So what you want to do is you want to push all your weight on the back end to pop this up and jump with the board and land like boom, boom. All right?
I mean, that in theory, that's what you do. But,
right.
But how does it...
Give me my credit.
But how does it come down?
What do you mean? The board?
Well, I mean, you just push it up and it just goes to fucking infinity and you just go into space?
Yeah, you pop it up. You come up. This foot comes up with the board. And then you kind of like kick it down a little bit to pop this end back up, and boom, boom, you land.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it to you. A little bit right there, yeah.
I'm culturally well-rounded, my G.
Pantone is like the
break it down for us.
The basis of what a lot of like fashion,
like
and
feng shui, and
whether it's like like runway stuff or if there's gonna be a new pair of like shoes or something that come out, it's gonna be more likely based around Pantone.
Did they teach you this when you was modeling for American Eagle?
No.
Or where did you get this from?
No, this is from design school. Yeah, it wasn't American Eagle. And
gotcha.
I don't know why you always say I modeled for American Eagle. It's like it's like a backhanded compliment.
It's not a backhanded compliment.
No, you should say like you modeled for like Hollister or Abercrombie or like a fucking Gucci would even be cool. But like American Eagle is like American Eagle to me. You know what that is?
What?
It's like the dude you found out like when he was 21 that he was inbred.
No,
and he modeled up until he's 21, and you're like that guy always looked a little weird. He's had like kind of a half mullet going on. Well, that's because he was related to all of his family, and somehow his dad is his brother.
Black people, we don't go into Abercrombie and we don't go into Hollister. We go into
bullshit.
No, we go into American Eagle. You know why?
Dude.
Because at the front of the store, they got the fake T-shirts with Run DMC.
You don't go into Hollister as a black guy?
No.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see how many pairs of pants are sold. Or were when Hollister was a thing to black males?
None.
Oh, the majority. Our producer's checking us. She's just immediately fire fingers over there.
Are you pulling up
dude? Hey, yo, there was this picture that or a video that I had that was I've showed you this a few times. It's these kids that are walking in the mall and the dude's pants are sagging, right? And everybody sees like these basketball pants or whatever that are underneath like normal pants.
Basketball shorts.
And he kind of explained it to me, like the style or whatever, behind that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's a style or whatever. But also, don't do that. And if you're going to do it, make sure that they are around the same waist length. I get it. Sag them a little bit. But his pants, the pants were Hollister.
Or they Hollister?
And they were, the dude was 6'2", and they were 22 lengths.
He was a teenager, by the way.
They were built to go to your kneecap.
Yeah, it was young men, pull up your pants. Gosh,
He couldn't.
I
thought
remember
they were
used to
shorts.
tell me that. Now I'm saying that.
I thought they were shorts.
No, they were pants.
Did you find anything about no
didn't
no stats on it?
No.
Well, you
'Cause
can.
I'm right. She knows I'm always right.
It was a large Asian demographic.
Okay.
Now in your face. Boom.
Abercrombie was a large Asian demographic.
Yeah.
And if anybody has a problem with that, we have really no actual facts to back it up, so please don't hate us. A girl said that, so don't hate two men.
And she doesn't
Yeah,
officially work for the
super
show,
cute.
so
So now you guys know that. Now you're just like, well, she can do whatever she wants. She could spit in my face, and I'll be like, nah, it's no big deal or whatever. We're wrong. We're wrong for being here.
we are.
So why don't you kick it off? Why don't you?
You want me to kick it off?
No. I was just fucking with you. I just thought I'd say that.
Thank you,
Give you a
because
little bit
it's
of
not my
time.
thing.
He doesn't even know how to start.
It's not my thing.
So, yeah. No, I do
So-
want you to start this off, actually.
Well, first off, again, thank you. We made it to episode 2.
This is going to be the end for sure.
It's gonna be
We're
it.
7 minutes in on the dot, and either we're going to kill each other or somebody's going to just hate us. and
Thank
then
you
just turn it
again
off.
for tuning in again. We made it to episode 2.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Without dying. Be sure to follow us on Instagram right now at Wolves Podcast. Follow us right now at Wolves Podcast. And to find our episodes, go to wolvespodcast.com. And from there, you can find links to Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and so on. Wherever you normally go, we're there, except for title. But
Yeah, we're definitely not going to promote the. See, this is the thing: is the first episode we realized we're promoting on so many different platforms that it kind of dilutes.
Yeah,
we want to know where the market is, so we ran the I guess stats, and we checked algorithms on who our key demographic was, and we found out it was way different, especially after the first episode being predominantly geared towards women. I would think, really, if
it really was.
unintentionally,
purpose,
but
yeah.
but yeah, what was it, like 74% were men from 25 to 34,
That's
and I would have thought it
crazy.
would have been like 2% men,
yeah. I even
because even
had,
the
like, way
responses
more
we got from
female
girls
friends
were just like tenfold. Girls being like, oh, I thought that was
Yeah.
hilarious, I love what you guys are doing and stuff. Dudes are just like closet fans or something, or just
Yeah.
even like closet listeners.
Fellas, y'all gotta interact with us, man.
Yeah,
I gotta
man.
know what y'all want to talk about, and let's get on the same page. It's crazy that I literally thought it was gonna be like all women, but maybe I was a dick last podcast, so all the women tuned out.
They definitely turned you into a villain.
They did.
From the responses I got.
I did,
And I'm
too.
like, this is so weird
I'm
because
like-
I'm always the villain.
You are, and I'm like
Because-
the good guy. Somewhat,
yeah.
kind of.
I mean, I get why I would be the villain typically, because I'm really obnoxious, loud, and everybody's like, I speak the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But that when you say that, it's kind of saying like, no, I'm just a loudmouth piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I'll own that for sure.
Yeah, you should. I respect you for.
But I
owning
think
that.
you're a little more like, okay, I don't want to offend people.
Yeah, I don't wanna
and
hurt
I'm like, no, I don't
nobody.
want to hurt people's feelings, but I
Yeah.
definitely want. So this is my goal here. If you're listening, you really agree wholeheartedly with me. I don't want like half followers, right? Or you wholeheartedly agree with Scott. We're very different. We have very different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want. I'd rather have two listeners that are diehards that are like, oh, I fucking agree with you.
Yeah.
I wish people said that a little bit more exactly how you do, rather than like, I don't really fucking agree with either of these dudes, but whatever, like.
Yeah. I
So-
agree with that.
With that being said, speaking of listeners, we talked to one of our listeners, and we were talking about, God, how do we get on the top? It was like friends with benefits.
Ooh, the segue was
Right?
fire.
Yeah. No, but we were talking about friends with benefits. I think you even brought it up as a potential topic in this.
Yes.
And I'm sure everybody's kind of encountered something similar
Yeah.
to this, or it was perceived to be friends with benefits for one of the two partners.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, what changes is the female's emotions come into play. And I'm like, and I get that. Or like you go into it thinking it's just going to be, we're going to be friends.
Right.
And maybe it'll be more, but we don't know for sure. And like who will know kind of thing. But I think a girl knows from the get-go. And I think women are more at fault in this here because they know their emotions are going to come into play at some point, where more than likely a guy is going to stay true to, if he's a piece of shit, he's going to stay true to that, or he might be a little bit different, but it's not going to change black and white. You know, it's going to be a.
Yeah. I think men and women, we think men and women start off with an agreement. You know what I mean? This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to operate. And down the line, men tend to stay the same in that agreement, and women tend to change. Like, you know, men catch feelings too, but more than most, women catch feelings. They want to do things different. They get the entitlement thing going. And the girl was saying how, like, what happens is, like, after an orgasm.
Oh, right. See, I stopped paying attention because I've never made a girl have an orgasm, so I don't even know what that would be like.
Right.
I'm like, why do you hang out with me?
That's hilarious. So she said after a woman has an orgasm, like, chemicals go off, and, like, that's what just feelings just come in. And I agree with it.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think there's a right and a wrong, but I agree with her, and I think you have to know yourself, right? Like, I think that's what it comes down to. Yeah. Like, if you're a girl and you're saying this, that's good. Go into it knowing this, but don't feel like a victim if you know that this is something that's going to change a month or 6 months down the line. When we were hanging out a couple days back, just over this weekend, and a girl was trying to, one of this girl's friends, you remember her girl?
Yeah.
Was trying to meet up with a guy, and they were under the friends with benefits kind of thing, and she was like, I just don't want to hook up with a bunch of people. I just want to kind of keep being with the same guy. I know we're not going to settle down. We're not going to be together, but I just don't want to rack up those numbers because, for numerous amount of reasons. Important. And I'm all for that. I think that that's great. But if you know yourself and you're going to be devastated or even hurt, and you know that that's going to happen at a certain point, then you should probably, as bad as it sounds, you should probably be either, if you're going to have sex with people, it should be a bunch of random people, or it should be people that you're not getting invested in. It should just be somebody that you're not getting invested in, right? Because
true, but that's tough, you know, and like, you don't always know that you're going to get invested. Like, I think sometimes,
I don't know. I mean,
it always ends up happening
for girls. I mean, in history with me, I can say there's been a very small amount of girls that haven't went to a different level, and I feel bad, but I also kind of don't feel bad because it's like I didn't sell myself. Like we talked about this on episode 1. It's like I sold you who I am, and maybe that'll change, but maybe it won't. And like I don't want you to like hold out for me because then I'll feel shitty, and I shouldn't because I'm not guilty of anything wrong.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like, friends with benefits, I know it has this negative connotation. It could really be like a dope thing if people could like really stick to it. Like, imagine like you're a busy guy or you're a woman that's like in her career tough and going to school, like, and you got this guy that like you don't owe him anything, like, but you can go to him for sex, you can go to him for conversation, you can confide in him when you're having a tough day, and you not be excuse me. You not really owe him anything. There's no entitlement there. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to check in with him when you don't want to. Like, friends with benefits can be a dope thing, but
it can work. But there's always an end game for it, though. Or there's not an end game, but there's always an end, and there's more than likely somebody that gets hurt.
Yeah, and even for men, right? It's always an end, like, and it doesn't.
And I think what it is it ends up being, somebody gets in a relationship. It inevitably happens, and then the other person feels like they're left out, and then they either feel like I wish I would have like took this a little more serious, or they're just jealous, and sometimes they try to fucking sabotage the relationship because they're like mine, even though I don't want to I don't want to be like respectful to like what this guy could potentially do.
Right.
I don't want to lose this either.
Yeah.
And it happens. Girls do this too. They just don't want to lose something that. Even though it's kind of going down like a plane on fire. I
feel like even like beautiful women, I feel like they be afraid that like they get something that's semi good and they be afraid that they can't find something better.
Yeah.
Or the same. And like it's so many options out here. Like don't be afraid to let go. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you could tell a woman, you could be like, hey, like I don't think I want to do this friends with benefits thing with you, but I think it's gonna end bad. And they'll tell you like, don't tell me what I can handle and what I can't handle. I got this under control.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, you're the bad guy because you're ready to move on.
So to go from that to the friends with benefits to marriage.
Marriage.
Tell them who got married.
Who got married?
Oh, dude. If you would have played into that and been like, I know he was talking about it on Tinder or the whole Tinder thing, but not, look at this fucking bow.
Oh my gosh.
No, but who actually got married or engaged is Liam Hemsworth and Miley Cyrus.
Miley
Yeah,
Cyrus.
dude.
Congrats to Miley and baby Thor.
Yeah, dude. How would it would suck
Being
being
baby Thor.
yeah to be like he's a super good looking dude,
Who?
but Liam Hemsworth.
You find him attractive?
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Would you
I'd
date
have
him?
sex with him for sure.
Would you?
Of course.
I appreciate the
Yeah,
honesty.
and I mean that in the most straight fashion ever. I would
Okay.
absolutely have sex with him.
I would. Great. I would cheer you on. I would
was
be
gonna
in
say,
support of it.
I was only saying that so you would actually go like, oh yeah, me too, and I'd be like, I was just fucking you, dude.
Nah.
But I knew you would.
But I support it.
But
Congrats to them.
to be like the other Hemsworth your whole life, it's like the other Bolin girl, right? Like you could be a fucking 10,
Yeah.
but he's at 10.1, right? He's buffer,
He's
taller,
fucking-
like
he's
got a
Thor.
better accent. He's fucking he's Thor.
That's gotta suck. At least it's his
Dude.
big brother, not his little brother. Imagine if it was your little brother.
Do they have
who was
another brother?
outshouted. I'm sure they probably do.
There's probably 14 Hemsworth. You
Probably
know?
can't even
Like,
act. That
I don't
sucks.
know. Maybe not. With those kind of looks, there should only be 2. There should be no more. It's not fair for the rest of society.
You're really attracted to these guys.
No, I mean
It's
they're
kinda
decent looking
cute.
dudes.
It's
So
kinda
this
cute.
is for attraction, like not gay, but so there's 3 of them. My producer's saying, which is one too many. So
What does
one
the
less
third
Hemsworth.
one do? That's a,
I'm only hoping. Here, you got to let's see a picture. What does he look like? Oh, dude, he's pretty fucking attractive too. He's
What
not.
does he
He's
do?
not as attractive as the other ones though.
she said he's not.
He looks like he's the
attractive.
oldest one, and he looks like.
What's his name? Luke.
Luke.
Hey, that's a sexy name.
Oh, it's not even as cool though.
You don't like Luke? It reminds me of that 90210 show. Did y'all used to watch that? Or was that just
Oh
us?
yeah. Yeah, but no, that dude, Luke, Jason Presley, I think, or Priestley or whatever.
Oh,
No,
who was
it was, I don't know.
Whatever.
That dude.
He was cool. He was like
He was
the
cool. Yeah, he
bad
was like
guy,
kind
right?
of like Fonzie
Bad boy.
kind of
Yeah,
attitude. Yeah,
hey.
he's way better looking than this dude.
What does he do though? Is he an actor?
He's good looking,
Oh, he's also an actor.
but he's
That's like being Mark Wahlberg's brother.
only 5'11". Dude, I didn't know the
Holy
other brothers
shit.
are that tall. She shows a picture of all 3 of them together. He looks like he's 5'2".
Oh.
And that means the other Hemsworth brothers have to be like 6'4" or
6'7".
something. Yeah. Oh, as if they already weren't, fucking the pinnacle of man. Anyways,
Beautiful.
trying to hide the erection here. So where were we going with that? I got all excited, hot and bothered.
You must have been thinking about Sandra Bullock. Is it Bullock or Bullock? Bullock?
Bullock. Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
Bullock. Would you date Sandra? I mean, you would date the Hemsworth brothers. Would you date Sandra Bullock?
So I was gonna say before we go into Sandra Bullock, and no, I wouldn't do anything with Sandra Bullock. I more would do something with the Hemsworths
You
than Sandra
are
Bullock. She's
different.
super talented. Don't get me wrong, but
You
just not my
are
type.
Different.
But I definitely am not gay. But I'm also the fact that I have to say that might mean something that I don't even know. I'll figure it out. I'm figuring myself out. You guys are with me on this. You're fucking rocking with me.
I support you either way, though.
Yeah, I know
Either
you
way.
do. You
Either
do.
way.
But
I'm here
you
for you.
at a certain point, if I was like, you know what, dude, I really dig dicks. If I said that, at some point you would have to stop teasing me about it,
I
because then it would
know,
be
it'd be
harassment.
harassment.
So I
Yeah.
almost want to just be like, dude, I love dicks, dude.
Yo, we gotta
Just
get
so
a
you have
soundbite of
nothing,
this.
dude. I get a soundbite of
need a
this.
soundbite.
Ow, I love dicks. So
Oh, shit.
what I find is, like, if I look at a guy and I go like Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds, or fucking apparently all Ryans are attractive.
Yeah, I guess.
When I look at him and I go, oh yeah, life would be pretty fucking easy being that guy. Not do I want to fuck this guy, but like, would I? Because I'm not perfect by any means, but I don't want to change what I look like.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I got a couple friends and stuff, or a couple girls actually, that just like got fucking like lip injections.
I
And
know a girl did that too.
and they look different. Now it looks good. It's like she didn't do too much where she looks like a fucking bee stung her in the face and it just permanently like that. But wouldn't want to look at myself in the mirror because I know I would look different, whether that's better or worse. I wouldn't identify with myself in the mirror, and it would fuck with me. And that's because I'm weird. But that's when I look at like, Brad Pitt. And I'm like, it would be awesome to be him because I wouldn't sacrifice anything on looks and talent and height or all these things. I'm like, yeah, that's
He's
like I want to
old
be
now, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'd still
Old
take it
man
though.
Brad.
I'd still be him.
You'd
for
still
sure.
take it if he gave it to you. You'd take it.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I got to think about that. We'll get back to that.
We'll get back. You know, her lips kind of remind me of Angelina Jolie. Now we're thinking about it.
Normally, so this girl we're talking about, her lips are perfect. I mean, from what a girl would look at and go, your lips are what I want my lips to look like with what is it like Botox or what are they?
Is it Botox?
It can be Juvederm, Botox.
Oh wow.
Okay, so yeah, it's just like a filler or something, right? And you're like, why go more? And her response was like, basically like, I don't give a fuck. I just wanted to do it.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's awesome. That's the best response you can give is like, oh, like I wasn't comfortable with myself or this. Then it's like, oh, you don't feel good about yourself, but just like, I just fucking wanted to do it. When people say that they got like a tattoo, I'm like, I got a frog fucking a camel. You're like, why did you do that? Like, it looks stupid. And they're like, yeah, I just wanted to do it. That's the best answer for anything.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, what's going on with women? Why do like white women want thicker lips? Black women want slimmer lips. White women want to be tanner.
Yeah.
Black women want to be lighter. Like, what the hell is going on, people?
All women want fucking respect from men.
Not gonna happen. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm joking.
I was going,
I'm joking.
dude. I was trying to be the
joking,
villain
ladies.
for 2 seconds so you could come in and just fucking.
I was trying to support you. I didn't want to leave you
Oh,
out
no,
there
dude,
dancing by yourself.
But yeah, no. So speaking of women, Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
You were bringing her up. Why were you bringing her up?
She's dope. Oh, that movie that everybody talked about all week, the Bird Box movie.
Oh, Bird Box. Yep.
Did you see it at all? Hear about it? See it on
I've
the timeline?
heard about it from everybody, and I've never heard anything bad about it. But I've heard it's very similar to A Quiet Place, or it's got the same idea behind it, where like A Quiet Place is with John Krasinski, I think his name is. He's a dude from The Office, and Pam. What's the guy that she's with? What's his name in that? Jim. Okay, so yeah, he plays Jim in The Office, and which apparently there might be like a new season of that coming out. There's kind of talks about that, which could be really cool if it does. But anyways, it's a movie with him and Emily Blunt, I want to say, and God, the fact that I'm remembering this shit.
You fucking.
Oh, and they're married in real life.
Like for real?
Oh, that's so much cooler.
That's dope. That's dope.
I wonder if they met on Tinder.
What's
but
her at name
but anyway,
on
so
Tinder?
they're not supposed to talk any noise or whatever. In like like even a crack of a fucking chip or something, these monsters will come in and fucking eat you, right?
You talking about Bird Box? Or
No, this is what A Quiet Place is, right?
Oh, okay.
And I saw that it was really good because like it's so quiet that whenever you hear a noise, it's like that AMSR shit where people are like going. And they're just like fucking dudes are just fucking jerking off to some girl like chewing some bubble gum, but it's like it intensifies like your senses. And so the movie's kind of like that. And now I don't know if Bird Box is like that, but I do know that they apparently can't have their eyes uncovered because monsters can like access, or a ghost or something can access something and like fuck with them and kill them or something.
We could be butchering this. I seen some of it, like a small chunk of it in the middle of the movie. Like they were all blindfolded and they couldn't take the blindfolds off because they couldn't look at the monsters.
You see the one when they're in the car?
Yeah, and they like painted it black and they was going off the sensors and all that. You know what I thought was dope about the movie? They didn't show the monsters. Like what movie?
The whole movie?
Yeah, the whole movie, right? The whole movie, you didn't see the monsters at all.
Oh, that's trash, dude.
But that's so.
That's lazy fucking special effects. It's like, oh, dude, we can make a little bit more money by not CGI-ing these fucking weird monsters that we have to create from scratch. That more than likely people are gonna go, I wouldn't have made it like that.
I wonder, has that ever happened in the history of filmmaking?
Dude, imagine
like
E.T.
The monster not in it.
Yeah, imagine E.T. without E.T.
It'd probably be a scary movie because E.T. was cute.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I'm saying like without the fucking special effects,
crazy,
or aliens without the fucking monster.
I heard it did like
or Freddy Krueger,
numbers.
and you just start killing yourself, and you don't see Freddy Krueger at all.
Freddy Krueger was hilarious, wasn't he?
I mean, I don't think it was a comedy. I think you had a tragic childhood if you thought that was a fucking humor. Oh, I used to go, like, I'd wake up in the morning. People would be watching fucking, like, lamb chops, and I'd be watching Freddy Krueger before I went to school.
No, Bird Box seemed to be. I didn't watch it, but it seemed to be a good movie from what I've seen. But I heard a lot of mixed reviews about it. I just wanted to tune in to see it because MGK was in it and the comedian Lil Rel was in it.
Who is it?
Lil Rel.
I don't know who that is.
MGK.
I know who MGK is. I don't know who this Lil Rel
MGK
is
was
or
like
whatever.
met some chick. He was like fucking her in the movie, and then they like dipped out, and I guess you didn't see them again or some shit like that.
Oh.
It was cool though. I mean, I enjoyed it.
So it's like MGK's career, right? He's in there
know,
for a second. He's got the
play like
Halsey and G-Eazy thing, and then you're just gone again.
Yo, how would you feel? How would you feel if you had beef with a guy, another DJ or another rapper? You were a rapper, and that guy fucked your girl. Like that would like mentally.
How should I feel? I should
off.
probably be. I should be just furious.
Yeah, like that.
But I think I would just be disconnected. I'd be like, oh. I think once you get cheated on, and this is just me, once that happens, it's just like you're disconnected. You're just like, all right, well, it fucking happened. Next day, what am I gonna do?
I haven't been cheated on before, that I know of.
Well, you have to be in a relationship to get cheated on first, Scott. Which means you have to. Which means you have to be with the same girl for more than a day.
Listen,
2019, dude,
shit.
you're gonna go for 2 days.
I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try a relationship out this shit.
Yeah, try it out.
No,
you're going to have to actually invest. You're going to have to do things that you don't want to do. You're going to have to make sacrifices.
Like go on dates and shit.
Just the whole like respecting a girl, dude. You're going to have to do that.
Man.
Yeah.
I give it a shot. I give it a whirl.
I
give it a whirl.
He's not committed to anything,
I'll give it a whirl.
But speaking of movies, the Golden Globes, yeah, that was just last night.
Yeah.
I just kind of watched some of the recaps. I don't want to. I'm not.
Oh, you didn't watch it.
No, I mean, I watched probably 30 minutes of it. I watched a couple like 10-minute recaps. And,
I watched the recaps. Yeah.
And I think that's how I function typically on most things. Is I don't like watching TV. I barely watch movies. It's always when I'm doing some design or working on music and it's something in the background. So that's the same. But having a podcast now, we realize we have to pay attention to so much more shit.
Care about shit
we don't give a
fuck.
fuck about. So here, this is where there's like a caption, right? We'll make this thing pop up so you guys actually see it. So we could even do it like, what's it like?
Thanks for adding.
It's right
more
here.
work to
We'll go over the top of the AlphaWolves thing. There'll be a caption that says, anything from this point on, and even before this, means we don't give a shit about a lot of the stuff we're talking about. We're giving like our perspective on it, but we're not gonna die for any of these opinions. It's just like the Bird Box. You thought it sucked. We thought it was okay. Okay, we're not gonna fight you over it, right? Like, are we trying to hurt people's feelings? No, we got a lackadaisical attitude, dude. Tell them what you told me earlier
about what.
A lackadaisical. 17 L's, 24 S's, and he was trying to be serious. I was like, dude, that's not how you say
Justin Timberlake got like some song in some movie where he's like a goofy character, and that's what he said. I was trying to remember the lyrics.
Oh, you're trying to be funny. Yeah, I wouldn't try that anymore, Scott.
I wasn't trying to be funny. No, I was trying to remember the lyrics to the song.
It either was you try to be funny and you failed, or you're just not funny.
Listen, if you're watching this and you know what movie I'm talking about, DM me and tell me so we can pull it up on the podcast.
But yeah, so talking about the Golden Globes, the briefing I guess that I got from it was A Star Is Born, which I saw that movie, is fucking bonkers awesome. I saw it twice in the theater, and I don't go watch movies, and I saw it twice. Okay. And it's kind of a sad movie, which I don't even watch sad movies. I only watch like humorous, like dick and fart joke movies where I'm just like, I'm going to let loose and just not give a shit about something. But I watched it. It was super sad, but it was really good. Enough so that I watched it twice.
Wow.
But it didn't win. I think the movie of the year drama category or whatever was Bohemian Rhapsody, which you saw, right?
I saw that movie.
And I've only heard good things about it.
That movie was so fucking good. And I heard like
was there anything you didn't like about it?
No, I liked everything. I wish it was longer. I wish it was more.
Didn't he win? He even won like prosthetics for his teeth like or some shit. Yeah,
he did really good, man. I was like, wow, this is a good movie. But I didn't know. I mean, I'm a Queen fan too. I've like seen them live, not Freddie Mercury, but the rest of the band. And so I'm a fan for real. And I didn't. It's a lot that I didn't know. So it was. Everybody was like, oh. It was so much about Freddie Mercury's life that they left out the movie. But like, I mean,
it's
he
a
did
fucking
drugs,
2-hour movie. What do you
had sex with men and women? Like he caught AIDS. Like, what more do you really want to? Do you want to know? It was a good
fucking
movie.
Tuesday, 1979.
Yeah.
He fucking took a pill of acid or hit an
Yeah.
acid and we didn't put that in there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That
I can
dude was
assume that probably
wild.
happened. We don't need to fucking
Yeah.
go into it.
It was like they kind of insinuated in the movie that like Queen was the first group to like do like the crowd interaction with the like
Oh,
like they kind of like invented that. Basically what
That
they
is
said in
pretty
the
cool.
movie. Like
yeah.
they,
So for the people that are just listening, they just heard
you don't know what that is.
off of that though.
You know what it is.
No, it's like boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. A little bit easier for people to like figure out than soons and.
You gotta forgive him. He has OCD.
He's
He
a
zeroes
rapper.
in on
He's
the
a rapper.
weirdest
He's not a
things.
singer.
I can sing though.
I
I gotta
would
sing
think-
you though.
Can you beatbox?
No.
Yeah, that just proved it. I was gonna say if you're saying you could and you just did that, fucking liar. Not keeping it real with the fans.
But good
So
movie,
what
good
else?
movie.
So Bohemian Rhapsody won Best Picture.
Right.
Lady Gaga won.
Did
what was
she?
It was
I
well,
thought
she
she lost
won. She didn't
everything.
win for the actual movie, but she won for like the best song. I want to say it was for "Shallow," which
Wasn't
song
it?
again is awesome.
It was written by like Mark Ronson, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
written by Mark Ronson. It was performed by her and Bradley Cooper. Which I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like a song where you're gonna go like, "This is the most amazingly
Yeah.
written song ever." But it was super catchy for being such a chill song, and it was actually really fast to get into the chorus, which is very weird.
Somebody during the awards they were saying like Bradley Cooper, he's like actually musically talented. He can like sing.
Apparently, yeah. I mean,
Crazy, dope. Would you date? You would date him. No questions asked. All right, cool. Okay. What do we?
that's a dude I wish I could be. Bradley Cooper, right there. Yeah.
His career is phenomenal. Like he got some dope movies.
Yeah. But anyway, so what else happened here? So Jeff Bridges, they're like apparently people are saying like he was probably high or he was kind of like fucked up or something because he like his answer. What was it? It was like it was a pretty good response. He was talking about like a rudder of a boat or something like that, making a comparison to like just this really convoluted like thank you basically.
He was a little high.
Yeah, but people loved it.
Yeah.
It was super awesome. And then Harrison Ford came on after him and he was like nobody told me I had to follow him kind of thing. But it was all fun. And I think that's the best. Like that's the same attitude we have in this podcast is like fuck around, right?
Yeah.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
Like don't take things too serious. Your lives are fucking difficult enough. So it's cool that people were like, oh, he was high. And they weren't like, oh, fuck him. He was high. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, he was high. What are you going to do?
I mean, they beat
Dude.
him for like 6 hours, don't they? I would get high too.
Oh.
Catch a buzz.
I don't even smoke weed. I would
Yeah.
hang out with you and let you blow it on my face. So then I could, if somebody asked if I smoke weed, I would just say,
We could eat edibles together.
no, then I would say, I'd have actually done drugs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Stay drug free. Stay drug free, kids.
Yeah, you could ruin your career and your life. Kids, be like me. Just take secondhand smoke potentially from somebody in a fictitious situation that could maybe someday happen.
Yeah.
But still don't do it.
Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs.
Oh God, what else happened this week? This is kind of a dead week, and we kind of went back and forth. We were actually going to record this yesterday, and which is typically what we do is on Sundays. Today's Monday, and there really wasn't much. I mean, so many of our friends were saying, I didn't want to do it. First of all, prefacing here, I didn't want to talk about this. So if you guys hate us, only hate Scott. Don't hate me because I'm doing this because I'm a team player.
The people
and
requested
I'm taking this fucking plane again.
Here we go.
Down on fire, going to the ground.
I watched the Golden Globes for you. And
You watched fucking like a preview of it for 10 minutes, dude.
It was 20 minutes. But anyway,
Dude,
let's talk about it.
I watched an hour and a half of surviving R. Kelly.
Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
For this dude. Because he's like, this is all people are talking about. And I'm like, dude, then people need to be talking about something else because this is fucking trash.
It's close to
It's
the
trash
heart
and
for
it's
me.
so sad.
It's my idol. One of my
It's
idols.
all sad.
It is sad.
It's tragic.
And I don't
It's
even
sad.
know where to
There's
begin to talk about
again,
it.
there's like no humor, and I'm like, how the fuck do we even present this to people? Because if we say anything that's even slightly humorous
Oh,
or
you're trying to shoot up some
lighthearted.
bail. It's not funny. You're insensitive. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I mean, so for the people that don't watch this show, which I hope is everybody, and I'm just telling the few people that did watch it, you know, something they already knew, and nobody watches it after this.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like 6 episodes, which I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm gonna be as disrespectful as shit to this R. Kelly documentary, if it's even considered a documentary. Is it? I don't know.
It's a doc.
But I'm like, I'm not even watching episode 1 and 2 and 3. I was like, I'm gonna skip however the fuck I want. I watched episode 3 first, and then I went to 1, and then I said, fuck the rest of them. I'm not watching anymore. This is all you get. You got an hour and a half of my time and $6 plus tax, which I kind of want back. I almost want to say that.
It was a good
I almost want to
doc,
call up
though.
iTunes and tell them, no, actually my kid ordered this shit on accident. But I think with it being R. Kelly and saying anything to do
Not
with
a
kids
kid. Nah,
might be a bad play.
I think it was a good doc from what I watched.
So for the people that didn't watch it and don't know who R. Kelly is, the people that are living under a rock, he's
The greatest songwriter of all time.
he's an R&B singer,
He's a genius. Musically.
talented in the realm of singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Aside from that, sounds like, and I don't know because
man.
I don't hang out with them. So this is the thing that's really weird. It's like people will judge
Mm-hmm.
celebrities or there are people that they barely know, not even celebrities, just like fucking dude across the street. You see him like walking out with Crocs or something. You're like, dude, that guy's a piece of shit. You're
Like,
like,
you got on Crocs.
you don't even know this person. You don't know the story. You've heard the perspectives of other people. Now, I'm not defending him, but I'm not supporting him. I don't know. I'm listening to other people's stories that are, you know, apparently reputable sources.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this guy did some shady fucking shit. He married Aaliyah, I guess, for a couple of months, which is proven. This is fact, so I'm not making this up.
He made it.
He married her, and there was some like thing that she lied or it was put somehow for her to be 18 years old, and she was only 15.
And
And he was 27.
Right? Yeah, the manager.
So that's bad, right?
That's horrible.
And now, again, note here. Bad, if I say bad, don't jump down my throat and say, no, that's fucking horrible. No, that's atrocious. It's all the same. Not good. Okay, so however I word it, it means the same thing to me. Don't take offense to it. But yeah, it's a really bad thing.
Yeah,
It's like I would think you would get in trouble for that, or you would go to jail, or there'd be some repercussions. I guess money can kind of buy your way out of a lot of things. I was reading somewhere that they were making a guess that he would have between 150 to 200 million dollars if he had no legal problems whatsoever, and he's got like a net worth of around $1 million. So
Is that
that's
what you read?
yeah, and I read it
Wow.
2 different places, so I was like, well, at least this is kind of I can cross reference a little bit. But even if that's even slightly true, I mean that kind of seems a little sketchy. Even if you didn't know anything about this guy, like if you spent the mass of your fortune in legal issues, I think something's happening.
It's weird how like they got Bill Cosby the fuck out of here quick, and them was like old women from 40 years ago. You know what I mean? And like these are like 15-year-old girls who are now in their 20s and 30s, right? Like, and his videos, his testimonies, like how is he not like out of here? He ain't got more money than Bill Cosby.
Well, definitely not anymore.
But he's like just still roaming around. Like, is no I know he paid some people off. They say he paid Aaliyah's family off, I guess, as well. But like what happens next? Like, we know like he molested these women, which is horrible.
We know some of the women, I think, right?
Some of
So one is too many. We'll leave it at that. It could be 2 or it could be 8 million.
Right.
The point is it's horrible. But I do think that there's a lot of victims in this, but I also think there's more than one villain. Now there's obviously security guards and people that assisted in this stuff. The guy was basically fucking illiterate. He couldn't read. He couldn't book tickets. He couldn't do anything. He had other people helping him do it. So if he's hooking up with these girls and doing these things, he's not being like, I'm going to go fucking get a hotel, book all these things, and manage my money. Other people have to be helping him.
Do you think the whole team should go down with him? Like everybody who was involved, even if they didn't have, any sexual
I mean,
with
I
younger
think
girls. Because like somebody went out and got the girls. You know what I mean?
I'm a firm believer, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this. And if you do, you do.
Careful.
Um,
Careful.
I'm a firm believer in black and white, crystal clear lines in as many spots as possible for the law.
No
right?
gray area.
So if I'm speeding
Uh-huh.
and I do 56 miles an hour, now I got one speeding ticket on my record, and I was doing, I think I was doing 55 miles an hour in a 50 or something. It was like 5 miles over the speed limit. And a lot of people are like, you can do 5 miles over the speed. No, you can't. You can't. You can't do 1 mile over the speed limit. Now I know this because I can read and I know the law.
Okay.
Now, people will go, you can do 5 to pass and things like this, and then there's a passing lane on the left. No, if it's 55, you do that in the left lane to pass around somebody in the right lane that's doing 50, right? That's the law.
Back to car
So when I got a ticket, what'd you say?
I said you're back to car analogies.
Yeah,
Let's
dude,
go.
it's always going to go to
Let's
car
go.
analogies, but I'll come back. So if I get a ticket, which I did, for 1 mile and over the 1 mile over the speed limit, or whatever, it goes to the threshold of like 15 or 14, I'm not going to fight that. I'm not going to disagree. I'm going to say I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I deserve the punishment, whether it was an accident or not. This is what the law is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you're 18 years old, or when you're around 18 years old and things like that, you could be tried as a minor, you could be an adult, these kind of things. I think if you do something and you're 17 years old,
Okay.
you can still be tried as an adult. But then
Yes, you
sometimes
can.
when you're 18, you'll get tried as an adult. They're like, for all these different
Yeah.
things, I just wish there was crystal clear lines. Like, if
But
you
there
do
aren't.
this or you're associated with this, you get this. And it wasn't so like, but then there's this, and then there's this, and then there's all these other things. I just wish it was crystal clear lines. That's where I have such a hard time watching these like things where I'm like, oh yeah, throw the book at this person
Right.
to the fullest extent,
Mm-hmm.
because I would want you to do the same to me. I'm not outside of the law. I would want the exact same thing done to me.
That's dope. That's why black people, we protest so much, because there aren't clear lines. There's like gray areas for us. Like, oh, that's the law, but you're going to jail. You're 16 and you're getting tried as an adult, even though that kid did the same thing.
So I forget what her name is. Fuck, I think I deleted it actually, but it was the girl that he was with for a while. Her name was like Lizette, I think, or something. Yeah, I think it was like Lizette.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like one of his girls,
Right.
and they were having like threesomes. Now I think R. Kelly was around like 27,
Oh, that's tough.
and she was like 16 or 17.
Right.
And this girl that they were like messing around with was like 12 or 14. She was just like a literal baby.
Right.
That's where and she was like, I didn't know better, and like, I don't know about that.
About what?
Where we have these like crystal clear lines. She's not being tried at all.
Okay.
She was taking part in this.
That's
She's
what
under
I mean,
she's
right?
under
Okay.
18 for the most part. And again, I skipped around. So maybe she was doing it and she was still 18, right? Then at that
Possibly.
point, then I would say, fucking throw the book at this girl just for being involved. I don't give a shit about the rest of the stuff. This
Yeah.
person assisted or helped or
I hear you on that, but at the same time, you got to realize like that he grabbed these girls at really young ages. From
I get it.
Kenwood,
Yeah.
and like they've been like manipulated and
Yeah.
brainwashed. So like, it's just it became some of their lifestyles. Like it's all they know.
Which goes to my point, which I said, and I know you're totally disagree with this, and pretty much everybody that's listening is going to disagree with as well. But I think if you have less than fucking 115 IQ, get the fuck out of here. Like, quit making kids.
But kids are
that
impressionable.
No, I know they're when you're a kid, you're like learning things and stuff like this, right?
Right.
But at no point in my entire fucking life nothing happened to me, luckily. Like, I know that this does happen to some people and it's horrible, right? But I do think knowledge and intelligence help you go a lot further in life and make better decisions and get the fuck out of some of these things and go, I want this, but this means bad. I knew this shit when I was fucking 9, 8, 7. So now I'm not excusing it again, but I do think that if and as a whole, if our society was just smarter, we stop making unintelligent people. Like unintelligent people stopped making more unintelligent people, there would be a little bit less problems. And
Not
eventually in
case,
many,
though,
many
bro.
years. No, I think
That's like
I
extremely
think it would.
insensitive. Because at the same time, these are
so. The dude's a piece
kids.
of shit.
He's a piece of
R.
shit.
Kelly's a piece of shit.
We agree
He's
on that.
illiterate.
He's a piece of shit.
He's had a horrible fucking upbringing.
True.
I have to assume a very fucking low IQ.
But this isn't like a regular older guy hollering at little kids. This is the biggest R&B star in the world approaching you when you're 14, 15. And most of these girls are like aspiring singers. So like they're being sold on the fact that come do what I say and I'm going to make you a star. Think about how bad you want what you want. Like imagine Tiesto saying, hey, come do this with me. And I'm going to make you, not at this age you are now.
Yeah, no, I get what
as
you're
a
saying.
kid, like, I'm going to make you a star.
I mean, I agree. I agree to some. You're going to be a little more like manipulated.
And then you get trapped in it.
Or a little easier.
They were saying like a lot of girls are like trapped in like basements and like pissing in like buckets and like
dude.
all type of wild shit.
Time off for a second here.
Okay.
For anybody that's in a relationship and you want to piss on your significant other, fucking piss away.
Whoa.
Piss all over, right?
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you're into.
Like people make this. I don't do that, but I don't judge people that do that. I think it's like it's odd to me, but I also don't do a lot of other shit. Like we're talking about this. You were talking about like letting a girl fucking tongue your asshole. I would vomit.
No, for this R. Kelly shit,
dude.
Yeah,
dude, I would vomit if a girl did that to me.
Listen,
but I think people they get so hung up on those things that they're like, oh, dude, he's pissing on a girl. How about he was doing just bad shit in general?
Yeah, that was like a
like
little
you don't even need to get into the
girl.
details of what it is. It's just bad from the get. Like it's all bad, right? But it's like kind of like this joke. Even like Chappelle made jokes about like the whole PPP thing.
Yeah.
And I think it becomes like it's became like memes and stuff, and it becomes funny to some people. And they lose sight of like what's actually happened.
Yeah.
And it's like the humor is saying like, oh, R. Kelly's a dude who pisses on people. But you're like, no, he's not pissing on people. He's pissing on babies.
Kids. Yeah, little girls. Man,
so I don't know. I just, not to get any more down the rabbit hole and stuff, but yeah, like I said,
tough, man.
you want to piss on your significant other and they're cool with it, piss away.
But yo, like our prayers go out to the families, to everybody affected by this. I don't know what the outcomes should be for R. Kelly. Everybody's saying like we should mute R. Kelly now. And, I asked a question on the internet the other day, like, can we separate him from his songs? And like everybody said no. And at first I was like, why? And then I watched the doc and I kind of get it. Cause like,
dude,
it was
you say something about his money, like going up or like 20% up or some shit, right?
Yeah. Cause I mean, he still has diehard fans and they're going to fight for him. I mean, he ain't dropped from his label.
What people don't realize is they realize this, but they just don't give a fuck. People hop on so many bandwagons because they don't have to formulate a full opinion about something. It already exists. I like or I don't like, and I'm with the people that like or I'm with the people that don't like.
Right.
And they don't have to figure out who the fuck they are. I get this shit all the time for me because I don't have kids. I'm single and I'm fucking 37. I've had a lot of time to figure out what I think, why I think, and how I think. Right. But a lot of people don't get that, especially kids.
Yeah,
but,
no, this is so. A lot of people are serious.
But
about
have an
this,
opinion on this shit. Don't just.
A lot of it is bandwagon. People want to be a part of the conversation,
and you're feeding this, and whatever you're doing, you're making him more money. You put his name in your mouth. You're somehow, some way, shape, or form making him money.
Yeah,
so
Google,
argue and mute him as much as you want, but by you saying R. Kelly, I'm muting him. You're not. You're doing the exact opposite by even mentioning it.
I don't like. You know what? I don't like the protesters who like pick and choose. Like I was looking at the timeline and I'm looking at guys and they're like, oh, we're not listening to R. Kelly no more. And I'm like, well, okay, cool, but y'all also said we wasn't watching the NFL anymore, and that y'all forgot about that very quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like this will come and pass.
Yeah.
Like, he'll be on tour next
year. Which sucks. It's weird that like what's trending or what's meme worthy or people want to talk about. It doesn't matter the severity. It's literally, it just hits a level and it's like, well, this is what we talk about. This is what we got. Cause we were trying to figure out shit to talk about and we're like, this is all there is. And in a way we're kind of feeding this thing right now. Right now, definitely. I don't know how there's a monetary value attached to this at this point, but if there was, fucking R. Kelly would somehow get money from us talking about this shit.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So, well, with that being said, The funniest thing about this entire,
Which is nothing at all. There's
Uh,
nothing funny about it.
the funniest thing to me
Oh.
was actually really the only thing funny, honestly, was John Legend. When he said the P tape, dude. I can't get that out of my head. I dreamt about it a little bit last night. Just him saying it, because he's such a like teddy bear. You look at fucking John Legend and you're like, dude, like, I just want to hug you, man. You're just like the sweetest dude. I want to be you. I want your wife. I want to hang out with you. I'll sell me your kids. I'll do what I want, all of whatever you are.
That's funny.
And the dude says P tape. Now this is a dude who's written like so many like
Phenomenal
songs where you're just like, oh my god, dude, I just want to make love to this song. Not fuck. I literally just want to make love to this song. And he says P tape, dude.
John,
Like I'll have that in my head. I'm gonna be listening to like fucking.
John.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but if we get rid of R. Kelly, man, we gotta get. I think we should get rid of everybody who's been a part of pedophilia. I always want to say pedophilia. It's pedophilia. I mean, from like Elvis, who married Priscilla at 14, or at least moved her in his house at 14, to everybody loves Tupac. Tupac, he was convicted of rape.
Tupac was? How do I not know
Tupac
this?
went to jail for like what, a year, 2 years for rape, and then Death Row got him out.
I mean, I do know that Snoop Dogg, our fucking favorite guy that I've DJ'd with,
murder was the case.
Motherfucker was
murder. He beat a murder case.
Yeah, he beat a murder case.
He
Now,
said he
he
said
beat it.
Yeah.
But come on.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the whole like if the glove doesn't fit, you know, I don't know about it. Come on.
Oh, yo,
I'll be honest. When I was playing with him,
innocent.
he was nice as fuck,
Yeah,
sweetest
man.
dude.
Nice
But like, there was a little bit of like, hey, motherfucker. I know what's going on.
Red. Nah, Snoop's shit, man. Snoop's
But yeah,
shit.
so yeah, that's kind of I guess what's happened in the last week, at least for us.
Yeah.
But we are going to start doing segments, and one of the segments we're going to be doing is questions from the Wolf Pack. And you guys are the Wolf Pack. You guys aren't Alpha Wolves by any means, but you're definitely like fucking beta, tipping on that Alpha Wolves. But some of the questions we had, I'll let S. Kick it off. What the first question was?
Questions from the Wolf Pack. And we encourage you guys to send us questions. Okay. Lala asks, what does it take to keep a man? Wow. You want to kick this one off, Mr. 300 Dates?
I want to formulate a full opinion on this. I got a couple things, but what do you think it takes to
keep a
man? Yeah.
I think keeping a man is the easiest thing in the world. I think you just it's gotta be a man that want to be kept. Like,
oh,
I think
well
people
said.
force
Well said.
relationships. Like, you know, like stop forcing it. If it don't flow, if it don't work, like move on. But people hold on to it, and women, they go out of their way. They're not even interested in women, but they're gonna have threesomes with their man so he can be satisfied and keep her from cheating on her. And like, just if it don't work, it don't work. Like, it's a billion other people out there. Like, move on. Like, it's easy to keep a man. It's simple. We want to hang out with you. We want to laugh with you. We want to have sex. We want to eat. We want to go to sleep. And we want time apart.
We are pretty basic.
Basic. It's you know what I mean? So
but I don't think that the question is much different than what does it take to keep a woman. It literally is. You can't keep every person, right? Like there's
unfortunately
there's so many different. There's really like 10 different. I've said this before, but there's like 10 different type of people, right? In the whole world.
It's 10 different people.
I mean, it's you bundle things like it doesn't matter if you skateboard or you fucking pose like you skateboard, like you over there, motherfucker. But like those things aren't a person. That's a just an extra thing. It's just fucking sprinkles on top of the cake. But I think you just have to be in the same category of the 10. You got to be if you're a 4, I got to be a 4. For that to work. And some people like to think I can. This is malleable. I can make this person this, or why isn't this working? It's because it just will never work. That's as simple as that. I think it's one of those questions people ask that they know the answer to, but they hope if they hear something, they won't feel so crazy for knowing the obvious.
They want somebody to agree with them.
Yeah.
Feel better about themselves.
And it's sad, but you're
Oh, yeah.
like, it's not even 99.999%. It's more than that. Percent of the relationships fail. So the whole divorce rate, right, is over 50 or 60%. It's something ridiculous,
that's
right?
Terrible.
But
we're trash.
But that's not even taking into account all of the failed girlfriend boyfriends or boyfriend boyfriend girlfriend girlfriend, whatever, those kind of relationships before you even have a chance to get engaged or get married. Your life in relationships is complete failure for the most part, other than potentially one person that you're with until you die, and then it ends, and in a way it's kind of failure too. You know, it's sad and it's kind of tragic.
Yeah, that was depressing.
I mean, I'll do that though.
Thanks for
That's what life is. It's like, it's understanding the obvious, right? It sounds depressing, but it's what it is.
Oh my god.
But so you have a chance to be with somebody,
If
right?
you're lucky,
And if they're good for you, you need to not make them good for you. They just
Right.
need to be that.
yeah.
And hopefully when you guys are both growing, you're growing at the same rate. That's the
Yeah,
big thing, is
That's
like
huge.
you can be absolutely perfect for each other
push
and
each
you're
other.
21 years old and you're getting married,
Then you
but
evolve.
your hobbies change,
Yeah.
your career changes, you change as a person, and you're 25 and you're getting a divorce.
Yeah.
So like,
What's that?
I mean, I guess I don't know how old Lala was, but is, but
I don't either.
I guess, you know, just being in the best, to keep a man would be you being in the best place in your life and being comfortable and confident that
Yeah.
you are. And if that person wants to still be around you, then they're the right person.
Well said, Mr. 300 Dates.
I
That's
feel
dope.
like that was very,
my
very
little piece of
condescending.
advice for that, ladies, don't. What he said was great, and I'm like, well
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
again.
go. I want to
But,
hear you butcher me here. Come on.
Just one thing, don't go for a man that has potential. Like, take him
That's good.
as he is when you meet him. Like, don't say, "Oh, I met this guy. He's cute. He's working on his mixtape right now, but I know he's gonna be a big rapper." Like, fall in love with him
dude.
at his local level and be happy with that, because he may never reach that potential. Like,
yeah, that shit's bad, dude.
that you think he may not even want to be the man that you think he can be. He might be happy being the man he is. So like, I think women be so disappointed because the man didn't reach the level of potential that she had in her head for him. So like,
And
just
also
take people as they are.
on that as well, women and men too, just if you just don't make sacrifices. That's like plain and simple. People will go like, wow, what about this and this and this? When you look at somebody, if you don't look at them, and I've said this before, if you don't look at them and go, I want to have sex with this person. Now, if you don't have that kind of passion,
Swag.
like that's the most passion you can have, right? When you don't know
Right.
somebody, that all you can do is look at them and go, I need that, right?
Yeah.
Granted, you need to have a personality and things like that come afterwards. But the first initial knee-jerk reaction is, I need this person, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have that, you're never going to have that, right? And don't make sacrifices, because if something better 2 months, 6 months down the line comes along that is what you thought this was going to be, and it has one more thing than what you thought, you're going to be in, you're either going to fuck this guy over or girl over, or you're just going to be unhappy.
The dating guru has spoken.
Dude, I just think
ladies and gentlemen.
people deserve a lot better than what they do for
they
themselves.
do.
They really do.
They
And
do.
it's not me trying to be like corny or anything, but so many guys I know that are like, yeah, you know, this is like what my life is. I'm like,
Yeah, make
cool.
it
You
better.
get to do this for the
Yeah.
rest of your life, and your mediocre life. Why the fuck would you want that? Anyways,
Anyway, next question.
next question. Yeah, we'll try to make these a little bit shorter. Sorry, I go down
Yeah.
these fucking rabbit holes,
You
and
want to
they're
read the next
300
one?
feet
Or
deep.
you want me to go?
Yeah. So Claudia asks, how do we feel about girls who want to be roughed up a bit in bed? Great question, Claudia.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
You could start with that one.
Okay. So, okay. I'm against it. I just don't like rough sex. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
leave a mark on you. I don't like when women scratch me, my back, don't pinch my nipples. Like, I just want to, your soft body. I want to appreciate it. I don't want to be super. I mean, if you want me to beat it up, like, I'll go fast and beat it up for you a little bit. But like,
He's so romantic. Right? Oh, if
I
you want me
like
to beat it up.
I really
yeah.
want to make love. Like, I don't
Fuck,
want the
dude, you
rough
can't
shit.
say love, dude, and
know a girl
beat it
said
up
that
in the
to me.
same sentence, dude.
What? I don't want to beat it up. I just want to make love and like take our time and do it right. So I'm not with the rough sex. Plus, like, it could go wrong. Somebody could get hurt,
Right.
and I don't want to leave a mark on you when you walking around saying, "Oh yeah, I got this from that." Like, no, it looks bad.
That's bad.
I don't
Yeah.
want to do it. What about you?
I think, dude, I don't even want to leave a hickey on a girl's neck. I think they're dumb as fuck.
Shocker.
If We're talking about sex and you say shocker, dude. I'm immediately like dog's ears. No shockers
No
either.
shocker. Is
But-
that the? How do you do it?
You know what the fuck it is, dude.
It's
He's
not
playing. That's the
it's
shit
like
you do
that.
to
Look,
yourself, dude. You
our
fucking
producer
pretend like you don't
know.
know.
Funny. Okay.
No, I don't. I think people that it's like a possession thing. I think when you
The red
physically
flags.
leave marks on somebody, it's like
I
saying,
don't like that.
"I'm fuck that. I did that. I took that." Right? Like
Oh,
it's
mark of
guys are like
territory.
aggressively be like, "Oh yeah, I beat that up." Right?
Right.
Like I know this one guy. His name's Estad or Scott. Literally says beat it up. But I think it's like we at least the people I know I can speak on behalf of. We like feminine women.
Yeah.
Right? We like cute, feminine, sweet, soft women.
Right.
The last thing I want to do is fucking rough her up.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the girls I've been with. Maybe I'm a borderline metrosexual, but I don't think.
borderline.
Well, I don't even have a comeback to that. God damn it.
Disagree with it.
Yeah.
Let's move
Well,
on.
anyways, but I'm definitely not a lumberjack by any means, right?
Right.
But I don't think most girls would say like you're super feminine and I like you because you are so feminine. They would be like, you're like a guy, you know, for the most part. That's the same thing that goes to a woman. Like I like them because they're petite and they're you know, innocent and like sweet. Well, and the last thing I want to do is be like fucking.
You don't want to
Fucking-
give it up.
No, I don't want
wanna-
them attacking me or me like.
Wanna-
And that is a big fear
wanna
too.
rock out with the missionary.
I'm speaking
position?
on behalf of all guys. We all fear this as a mass. You getting mad at us and us having left a little mark on you or something, because we'll get fucked over by an
Yeah.
accidental mark. Or not
Yeah.
even if you're not even mad at us. Like you go to the office and you got a fucking scrape on your neck and your girlfriend that you work with knows that you guys are like arguing over some shit. She immediately assumes this guy fucking choked you out,
Yeah.
slammed you to the ground and threw you down the stairs. I mean,
yeah, you gotta be careful.
so
man.
it's just like, I don't know, man. I'd rather
Yeah.
have people not thinking I'm a piece of shit, like, because
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's a fact.
It's
Good.
not worth it.
Well said, young man. Who
So
we got
let's get
next?
to our last question. What we got from was this Joe?
Joe.
Oh, dude, this is definitely a guy question.
You
You can ask this one.
Joe asks, does liking a finger in the butt make him gay? Yes or no?
It makes you absolutely bi.
You think it makes him bi?
Absolutely, at least bi. Because at no point in my life will you ever be able to do that to me, or will I ever go, you know what? Let's spice it up. Let's try this. I mean, I may joke around a lot, but when it comes down to the fucking brass tacks, dude, I'm getting the fuck out of that room. I don't care if you're the hottest girl in the world and like perfect for me. No, there's no way. What about you? Wait.
No,
I know about you.
I don't want to be judgmental.
I know your stories.
But Joe, that makes you gay.
Wait.
Shit.
So you mean to tell me you've never had a finger in your ass?
Never. Like, no.
What?
A finger?
Oh, how about
I don't even like.
have you ever had any ass play on you ever? I've never.
I don't like it when women grab my ass. Like, it immediately turns me off. Like, you could
Okay.
maybe touch it, but like, don't like.
So they can touch your ass.
Right.
They can't put a finger in it.
Nope.
Anything else in it?
They can't grab it. Can they put anything in it?
Yeah.
I know what you're trying to get at.
No, you know goddamn well what I'm trying to get at, motherfucker.
Let me explain. So, all right. So we had a conversation about women who.
Oh, dude,
who,
I'm loving this fucking tippy toeing around, dude. You're falling
I
through the
don't
ice,
even know how to
dude.
say
You're
it.
gonna fall through the
Yeah,
motherfucking
all right.
ice.
So, while getting head, sometimes like some women, you know, they want to go lower and lower. They hit the balls and they go a little bit lower. And me,
They go to the knees or what?
they go to the gooch or the gouch.
Oh.
How do we pronounce it?
I don't
Gouch.
pronounce that. I don't even have that because
Gooch.
nothing goes
The
to that
gooch.
point.
They go to the gooch and it doesn't feel bad. I'm not even going to front. It doesn't feel bad. And
But that
you
kind of
know,
makes you gay.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't make you good. Now,
It makes not. I wouldn't say gay as in like you're
Not at all.
attracted to men, but you like some of the things that a gay man likes.
wait
I
a
don't like
minute.
any of the
Whoa,
things.
whoa.
like,
Everybody,
aside from some-
nope. Everybody likes head. Everybody can enjoy some good head.
no,
Now,
I would do without it.
if a woman, and
I'm just playing.
I would never ask for this, but like if a woman wants to keep going low, I'm gonna let her rock out. Like let's do your thing. Now I wouldn't like turn over and lay on my stomach to let her do it. I wouldn't like get on all fours. But if I'm laying down and she want to keep getting lower
Dude,
and lower,
I'm picturing some nasty
I'm gonna let
shit
her
right
rock.
now.
So you would never let a woman?
No,
No,
no.
What
There's
about a
no
man?
funny punchline to this. Just no.
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 So like do you let him hit the balls, or you like, nah, just don't
No,
even touch the balls, just stay.
There's
There's
so much shit you can do. There's so much shit you can do.
You gotta live a little.
You know what? I think I'm all about giving them the pleasure versus worried about being fucking selfish and being like, what more can you do to me?
What's the guy name from The Notebook over here? Oh, sweet. All right.
Yeah. Ryan Gosling in The Notebook. His character was definitely not like,
He was definitely
hey,
you.
Allie.
And he built the house.
Allie, will you tongue my asshole? I wasn't saying that shit.
You don't ask for if a girl is with it, let her get in her zone and do what she wants to do. Some women love to give head and they want to.
I don't know these girls.
Little wild.
I don't know who is this one girl.
Nah, my G, women.
All right.
Plural,
well, so
like,
we kind of went a little off track here. So mainly we're talking about having a finger in your butt if it makes you gay.
we both agree.
So
Yeah, that makes
you know
gay.
what I think
That's
is
like,
worse
what?
than finger is a tongue in or around your ass. You know why? Because a finger is like, it's not wet.
Yo, you
Dude,
gotta.
that's even worse.
Yo, you gotta just try
It's like
it.
if thinking about it makes me feel feminine. Like, I wouldn't even want to feel that way.
Just let a woman do. If she's into that,
No, man.
let her do her thing. You might enjoy it. I think you will enjoy it. I'm not. Don't like ask for it. Don't lay on your stomach. Don't get on all fours. If she can get to what she can get to from where your position, then let her live. Let her do her thing.
All right, yeah. Thank you so much for that question, Joe.
What you do? You get your missionary rocking, and then you're good.
I mean, I got the dude.
Missionary.
This is what I think, dude. What are you doing with your time if you're spending more than 30 minutes fucking? And
30 minutes is a long time.
It's so long. And also, if you're doing more than 3 positions, like you could do behind, you could do it from behind.
Okay.
You could do missionary.
Okay.
And then like, I mean, you could fucking do like the lazy man where you're like laying from the side. That's it.
Nah, it's way more you could do, my G.
You can do more, but what are you trying? Like, what are you trying to do with your time? Like, I have to sleep. I have hobbies. I have goals. I'm trying to do shit with my life. I definitely don't want to be like, you know what I want to do? I want to spend 45 minutes trying to make you have an orgasm, and when that fails, because you just won't have one because it's 45 minutes.
That's what he's spending 40. You just gotta get in the moment and have fun and just let it go.
No, dude, I got shit to do. I got a lot of shit to do.
You do some living is what you
I got shit to do, and I definitely have shit that I don't want to do that you want to do, obviously.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because that's what happens. You start having sex too long and you run out. You're just like, what else can we do? What the fuck? What do we got here? It was we're at Old Country Buffet. There's a lot of food here. I want to try it all. I literally go pizza, chicken tenders, and a salad, and I'm out. That's it. I don't need to fucking try what's over there. Like, oh, what's that new shit? No, fuck that.
You gotta.
I know I like pizza.
You gotta live a little, man.
Yeah, I do, and that's why I have the chicken tenders with the pizza.
Ladies, don't let him make you feel
mark
like
my word. At some point in life,
doing that is wrong or dirty.
Scott is definitely fucking a dude.
Explore your sexuality.
Absolutely, which is cool. You can fuck dudes. I don't care. But you are absolutely gonna have sex with a man before you die.
But you're the one that'll muff a girl if she go down on you. Wait,
what's that?
Muffer? Never mind. Maybe it's a black thing. Is it
a muffer? Nobody's heard this.
You've
Scott's
never
making
heard
up terms.
Oh
hey, if this doesn't exist in Urban Dictionary and Scott just made this shit up,
muff is like,
I want a new
take
co-host.
the hand to the head and you just kind of push it away. It's a muff. Gently, not hard.
You don't want head, you just push it away.
Like you might muff your homie, like "What's up, homie?" Or muff.
My homies don't give me head, so it's different.
Huh? I have a lot of girls that are homies, so.
Oh yeah.
Things happen. But anyway, women, I'm not promoting it, and I'm not saying this. Just explore your sexuality. Don't let him put a negative connotation on it, man.
Yuck. No.
Yo, he said he got 3. Yeah. He got 3 positions, and I'm good,
dude. I don't know if it's the fact that I just downed this Red Bull and I already had 2 earlier today, or it's the fact that we're talking about fucking fingering somebody's asshole. And but I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, well we can end it there. How about that? How about we take a break? We end it from there on a solid note.
This is the worst note to leave it on ever. on throwing up, finger in your asshole, and girls fucking tongue in your asshole.
Hey,
Like,
that's what the Wolfpack asked.
please, you guys, I'm begging you right now.
Keep
Give
coming.
us
Whatever
some more
you're
questions.
thinking. Whatever
but
you're thinking.
maybe not so wild, or maybe even better ones, because I want to know how fucking weird you are. Like, this is wild shit.
Fam, you've been on 300. Man, listen.
Well, I mean, like I said,
Listen,
those
man.
300 dates, they were like, dinner dates. I wasn't like, hey, let's go to the back of the club and fucking tongue my asshole. That's definitely not a first date.
When you put it in some
conversation.
words, that sounds wild.
Yeah. But again, thank you guys so much for listening. We had a blast. We kind of ran a little bit long here. But yeah, where can they find us?
Oh, they can find us on my favorite platform, Instagram, at Wolves Podcast. Follow us now. We're going to start following some of you guys back that follow right away. Also, to catch the episodes, go to wolvespodcast.com. And from there, it'll be links to every other platform that you may already go to, from Spotify to Google Play to iTunes, so forth and so on. So wolvespodcast.com.
Cool.
Have fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Missionary man. We're going to call you missionary man. We'll get you a cake.
All right. On that note, we're getting the fuck out of here. Thank you guys.
We love y'all.